Why play Naafiri Jungle? Well, she has a decent and very healthy clear, her ganks are pretty strong, she scales well into the mid and late game, and she moves around the map quickly. However, she doesn't bring any lockdown, and if CC'd herself, she is very squishy. Naafiri's passive are her pack mates, where she starts off with 2 and then can have up to 3, 4 and 5 at one time depending on her level. Hitting an enemy champion or large monster with an attack or ability will cause her pack mates to dash at that target and attack them for 2 seconds. Hitting an enemy champion or large monster with an ability reduces this cooldown by a large amount, and killing an enemy reduces it by a smaller amount. Naafiri's Q is a straight line skill shot, which deals damage to enemies it passes through and causes them to bleed. This ability can be recast for free within 5 seconds, and if this hits a target that was already bleeding, they're immediately dealt all the bleed damage and a large chunk of damage, and Naafiri is healed. Naafiri's W causes her to become untargetable, which also does reset tower aggro. In addition, she summons all her pack mates to her side and summons an additional 2 which can go above her cap. Then for 5 seconds she gains a large amount of bonus attack damage and move speed. Naafiri's E has 2 hitboxes. The first causes her to dash in a straight line dealing damage to enemies she passes through, and the second, upon completion of the dash, deals damage in a circle around her. Her pack mates also vanish during this time and are fully healed. Naafiri's ultimate is a point and click ability which causes her to channel for a short time before her and her pack mates dash to a target, where upon arrival she deals damage to them and slows them. If she gets a takedown during this time, she's granted sight of the area and can recast this once more where she gains a shield. For combos, to engage, start with W into Q and E. Attack into your second Q before attacking away. And your all-in is to W into your ult. Instantly Q and attack into E and attack before using your second Q and attacking away. For matchups, Naafiri is great into skill shot reliant champions, as they'll just accidentally hit her pack mates, keeping her safe. And she can struggle against champions with AoE damage who easily shred through her pack mates. For runes, take this. Conqueror is great in extended fights with a more bruiser build. For build order, start Red Monster and Pot into an Eclipse and Tier 2 boots. From here, a Black Cleaver and a Shojin are great pickups before finishing a build with any of these as needed. For skill order, start Q then E then W before maxing Q then E then W, taking ult whenever you can. For summoner spells, take Flash and Smite. Starting the game, you have a few different options. The safest option is always to do a full jungle clear to make sure you're as strong as you can be to fight for Scuttlecrab if needed. From here, you can back and do another full clear for a fast level 6, or if suitable, you can look for a gank. When ganking, always consider the 3 main points of what CC does your team bring, what escapes does the enemy have, and where is the lane pushed to. As you don't bring any CC yourself, and as you are skill shot reliant, ganking a lane that brings the CC for you is always a good choice. And when you do hit level 6, having that extra dash makes your ganks incredible. Entering the mid game as the jungler, your main focus will always be on objectives. So keep up aggressive wards and look for picks or 2v2 and 3v3 skirmishes where you excel. Entering late game team fights, play the assassin role. Wait for the fight to start and then flank onto the fight with your ultimate onto their backline. With your bruiser build, you still easily pop one of their carries while being tanky enough to survive in the mix. And that's how to play Naafiri Jungle. If this video helped you, leave a like and comment below who you want to see next.